But here you really want to learn how to not fix yourself, not make it better. When you're working with awareness in the way that we are, it's really important to have an attitude and a perspective and a respect of what it truly is, what you truly are. Otherwise, there's this, as we were talking about recently, this compulsion to achieve, to become, to evolve, become more enlightened, more awake, happier, free of suffering, all of it. But when you're truly resting in awareness, which is really the bottom line teaching, training here, there literally is nowhere to go and nothing to do. There is resting in ease of being, free of the mind and the emotions and the conditioned programs. Because awareness is like light, it is light, it is energy. It illuminates, it brings into conscious attention what is mostly unconscious. And to be aware of that is very important, to not start fixing it and messing with it, especially when you're here. If you want to do that when you're doing your therapies on yourself or receiving that or giving that, that's fine. But here you really want to learn how to not fix yourself, not make it better, but to be aware of the compulsion to improve, the compulsion to make it better. That's where we go completely unconscious and are easily seduced by snake oil salesmen. I'm basically a kind of a, observer and explorer and scientist, experimenter. This is why the way I teach and the way I learn is the way I think we learn is by trial and error and experimentation, not to say, oh, this is what's happening. I've just discovered, the magic cure, right? Or whatever. That it's the believing is what gets in the way of discovery. Because then it's like, then you build an idol and worship it. I remember when I was first a Zen student, because I didn't really know a lot about it. I just was recommended I go check it out. And so, like usual, I just jumped in, didn't know anything about it. Oh, I did a little bit. And I remember going to the Buddha Hall and people were bowing and prostrating and all this stuff. And I thought, what? What? And I was upset. And I went to one of the teachers and complained. And they said, well, that's actually just that Buddha sculpture, which was a Gandharan Buddha, beautiful art piece from way back, close to the time of Buddha. That's just a representation of your true self. So when you're bowing or bowing to someone else, you're bowing, you're honoring the connectedness, you're honoring the light, you're honoring your Buddha nature, which is Buddha means awake. You're honoring and honoring your awakeness, and that's what I'm talking about. Honoring your awakeness. And even if you don't think or believe you're awakened. That's not important. Because the fact that you're aware is already proof that you're awake. It's just being aware of what's in the way of peace, harmony, love, and connectedness. That's practice.